معرض سوني جيمرز داي and معنا اللي هو مدير التسويق سايمون رايدر من شركة EA. بدنا نسأل بعض الأسئلة عن الشركة وكيف هم يعني يشوفون التسويق هنا بالسعودية وكيف هي تطلعاتهم للسوق السعودي. وبرضه راح نسأله أسئلة حلوة عن شيء يهمكم أكيد اللي هو عن Call of Duty Call of Duty Black Ops and أشياء ثانية. Okay, Simon, can you talk about your view with the market here in Saudi Arabia, and also about Call of Duty Black Ops and your expectations about the game here in Saudi Arabia?
Okay, I mean, first of all, the Saudi market for us, obviously at RED Entertainment, obviously representing EA. We cover the whole of the Middle East, but by far and large, the biggest market for us is Saudi. Obviously, with our head office in Dubai, the retail sector in Dubai is a bit more mature than what it is here. But the Saudi market, you've got 26 million people here, it's about right now. And you've got, it's a very different market to elsewhere because you've got a large number of independents that do the bulk of the business. I mean, on top of that, you've got your Jareer, Eagle, Modern, a lot of other guys doing a very good job. But from a retail perspective, the market is it's developing. That being said, the numbers that we do here is probably around about 60% of our business, and that's covering EA, ACTIVISION, Blizzard, Sega, Take-Two, Warner Brothers. So,
the big company here.
Yeah. I mean, it's a huge market for us.
The publisher here, you publish for them.
But I mean, we're the distribution company that work for these publishers, so we have the license agreements with these guys. So from that perspective, I mean, one of the things we're looking at doing is obviously enhancing the localization, because these big publishers are starting to realise the impact and the relevance of the Middle East market. So we're hoping to see in the next couple of years Arabic in all the games as well, which I know would be a big development, something that a lot of the substantial user base we've got here would be keen to see as well. So that's the market. I mean, it's like I say, it's something that all the big publishers are very aware of. The Middle East has got a lot of numbers, a lot of people with relatively good GDP that can afford to play games and buy a lot of titles. Call of Duty Black Ops, what can I say? It's going to be a huge game, as you're well aware. Obviously, the previous two have been done by Infinity Ward, one of the sub-studios for EA. This one's going to be done by Treyarch, who also did World at War. But do not expect anything less than what we've seen before and better. I don't know if you've actually played the game, but it's awesome. One of the big things we'd like to see, and I think it's part of, again, how the Saudi market is developing, is as your online market expands, there's going to be two major benefits for this. One, I think you get the best out of Call of Duty when you're playing online. Don't get me wrong, the single player will be superb, but the online is what it's all about, in my opinion.
Call of Duty Black Ops, it's all about the online game,
Well, I mean,
90% of the Saudi gamer, they bought the previous Call of Duty just only for online.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and I know the Saudi government, they're investing heavily in putting fibre networks throughout the whole country. Once that's fully up and running, the online side of things is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. For Modern Warfare 2, in the Middle East region, I'm not sure if I can give away exact numbers, but it was well into 6 figures of the game on PlayStation 3 alone. Bear in mind, obviously, this region, as a lot of other places, has very high levels of piracy. But fortunately, Sony and PlayStation 3, they've done a good job with their code, and they've kept it pretty tight. Let's hope that continues, because obviously with less piracy, there's more revenue, which goes back to the developers, so they can make the games better and better. So every year we can expect a better Call of Duty. But Black Ops, obviously, as you know, it's 9th of November. There is a bit of talk that there might be a little launch. I can't really say too much about that because it's confidential. But when 9th of November comes around, other than just the game, there might be something. There might be something to look forward to.
Okay, we have heard that Call of Duty Black Ops may be leaked, before the release date. Do you have any plan for that?
One thing I guarantee, it will not be leaked. That's a dead cert. We at RED are making sure that the stock is here in the region a couple of days before, so that everybody, and we're talking globally, will have the game for launch on the 9th of November. With other titles, there are problems sometimes with leaked copies getting in, but that's normally when there's staggered release dates, i.e. the release in the US or in Europe or in Asia is different from the release in the Middle East. For Black Ops, it's a universal global 9th of November release. Sorry to any of your listeners, they're not going to get a copy any earlier than the 9th of November.
We hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Simon.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you
All
so
the best,
much.
and
Appreciate you.
yeah, look forward to my next trip back to Saudi and seeing things continue to develop here.
Thank you so much, Simon.
Thanks a lot.